What's up, guys? Today on Pew Pew Reviewz, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I just got this Hornady lock and load sonic cleaner in the mail from Amazon. This is the 2-liter model, and this is my first experience with a ultrasonic cleaner of any type. I've heard a lot of great things about them. And I have some carbon buildup on the compensator of my Agency Arms knock pistol that I cannot get off for the life of me. I've tried everything. I've tried 3 different cleaning solutions, as well as scrubbing with a wire brush and everything, and I just can't get it off. So this is my last resort as far as that goes, as well as just an easier cleaning solution to taking the gun apart and cleaning everything by hand. A lot of people say they just come home from the range, take their guns apart, drop everything in the sonic cleaner, press a button, and when they come back 20 minutes later, everything is just sparkling clean. Maybe a little bit of buildup still on there that you just wipe off with a rag or with a paper towel or something like that. So I just want to give it a try and see if it works the way everybody says it works. I want to see if it lives up to the hype. Okay, so this is how it comes out of the box. You have the unit itself with the removable lid. You also have this basket that's removable, and this is where you're going to put all your gun parts. Are going to go in this basket. You never put anything inside the tank or touching the bottom of the tank because you'll damage it. And it comes with a power cord. Now, the manual says not to plug the unit in until you've filled it with your water and your solution. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. Before I put my parts in there, all I'm going to do today is this barrel, my Agency Arms knock barrel, and the compensator. So I'm just going to give you a little before and after shot. As you can see, this thing is disgusting. So it's caked up pretty good. Now, if I were to clean it by hand, I could probably get most of this off, but I wouldn't be able to get everything. So we'll go ahead and throw that in there. And then this is really what I want to see. Inside this compensator, you can see it's just packed with carbon buildup. I mean, it's dirty. It's really dirty. It's completely black. And this is the part where I just can't get to with any type of cleaning equipment. I just can't clean these threads in here. And I can't clean inside this compensator. So this is what I'm really interested in finding out about. So go ahead and throw that in there as well. Like so. Okay. Then it says to fill with water and the solution, but it says to do it in a 40-to-1 ratio. So 40-to-1 water to solution ratio. So it suggests 20 ounces of water and a ½ ounce of the one-shot Sonic Clean solution from Hornady. And this is their gun parts formula. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this water in. Try not to spill it. I didn't do such a great job of not spilling it. Okay, so that's not going to be enough water because you need to completely cover all the parts. So you can see there that some of the parts are not covered. So I'm going to have to go ahead and get another 20 ounces of water and another ½ ounce of solution before I can get started. Alright, so now we've got 40 ounces of water in there, and I'm going to go ahead and pour in 1 ounce of Hornady one-shot Sonic Clean solution, and that gives me a 40-to-1 ratio. So this is what I'm using. This is their gun parts formula. So they have 2 different ones. They have one for brass casings and then one for gun parts. So just make sure that if you're trying to clean gun parts, make sure you get the right formula, because the brass formula might not work. So now we're going to go ahead and plug it in. Now we got it all filled up now. And I'm gonna run this for, I'm gonna try 15 minutes first. This thing can go up to 30 minutes. I just don't know if that's gonna be too long. I don't know if I really need it to be that long. I'm also gonna turn on the degas function, which will get rid of any bubbles. And I'm also gonna turn on the heat function. So now it's blinking, which means that it's not fully heated. So I'm gonna wait for that to heat up before I start the cycle. So we'll come back when that thing's heated and ready to go, and then we'll go ahead and start it. Okay, so I'm getting really impatient. I don't wanna wait for this thing to heat up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the 15-minute cycle without the heat while it's heating up. And if that doesn't do the trick, then I'll run it again for another 15 minutes with the heat on. So I just want to get a good look at this when I start it. So let's go ahead and start this. Okay, so the 15-minute session just ended. This is with no heat, so let's go ahead and open this up. Get these out of here. Just gonna pull this up and see. Let me get a. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and dry these real quick and wipe them down, because you can see here there's still a lot of carbon buildup on there. Doesn't look like it did too much. I just want to try to wipe it down and see if maybe it'll just wipe right off with like my finger or something. Okay, no, so that's still caked on there pretty good. Some of it is coming off onto my finger just from wiping it. So it's definitely loosened it up a little bit, which is good, but it's definitely not good enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing heat up completely, and then we will put everything back in and set it for 30 minutes and see how that does. Okay, so the heat light has finally gone off, which means that it's fully heated to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're gonna go ahead and reinsert. There's a lot of condensation on the lid, so just be careful when you're taking that off. We're gonna go ahead and reinsert the agency arms barrel and compensator, and be careful because this liquid is very hot. It will burn you. Go ahead and put the lid back on. And this time we're going to run it for 30 minutes with the heat, and we're going to run that degas function again just to get all the bubbles out, and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, so 30 minutes is up. It's done cleaning. Let's go ahead and take it out of here. Again, there's a lot of condensation on this lid, so you just want to shake it off and make sure it goes back in there. Now this water's pretty hot, so I'm going to try to be careful not to burn myself when I'm taking this out of here. Alright, so this thing's a little bit hot. Try to grab it with a paper towel just so I don't burn myself. And try to give you guys an idea of what this looks like. So you can see that there is still carbon buildup on the front of the barrel. As well as on the back. And It does not just wipe right off as it should. So that's not good. You see that's still caked on there. That's not coming off. That's going to take a wire brush to get off. And the same thing with the front of the barrel. That's not coming off either. So that's not good, and if that's not good, then that means that the compensator's probably not good either. Try to give you a look in here. You can see it's still caked up inside there. So, okay, so I guess it doesn't really live up to the hype. I'm sure it helped out a little bit. Let me just run a Q-tip in here and see if anything comes off. Yeah, so nothing's even really coming off on this Q-tip. So I don't really know that this is gonna solve all your cleaning problems. So if you're looking to, if you're gonna pick one of these things up to just dump your parts in and have them come out shiny and perfect and clean when they're done, this is probably not going to do that for you. So you're probably still going to have to do some cleaning by hand. So I really don't know if it's just this Sonic cleaner. Like I said, this is my first experience with the Sonic cleaner. I don't know if it's just this particular model that just doesn't work that well, or if maybe you know, Sonic cleaning just isn't the end-all, be-all solution to cleaning your gun parts. But anyways, that's all I got. When you're done, you should rinse them off in some water just to get the solution off, and then dry them thoroughly because you don't want your parts to rust. So that's what I got here. This is just some water, and I'm going to go ahead and dry everything off real good, probably with a blow dryer or something like that. But that's it, man. That's all I got for you. That's the Hornady Lock and Load Sonic Cleaner, the 2-liter model. And it's didn't really do what I expected, so I'm a little bit disappointed. Alright, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Pew Pew Reviewz on YouTube, and follow Pew Pew Reviewz with a Z on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.